Gardening is all about patience and preparation. To get the spring garden of your dreams, you need to plant the right trees, shrubs, and flowers in the fall. So today, I'll be showing you how to prep your garden in the cooler months for a successful spring. The first step is to remove all of your old harvest. I'm going to get rid of any dead plants, leaves, grass, and mulch to get this garden bed back to bare soil. You also want to remove all the weeds you find, and make sure to pull them out by the roots. These weeds are competing with your plants for water and nutrition, so the fewer weeds you have, the better chance your plants will have. If you have a compost bin, these old plants and weeds are a great addition. Fall is also the time for pruning. Trim back perennials by removing any dead leaves or tops and any damaged stalks or branches. You can also prune your shrubs and trees. Use a clean rag and some rubbing alcohol to wipe down your pruning shears between plants. This prevents any possibility of disease spreading from a sick plant to a healthy one. When you're done pruning, follow up with some deep watering from a soaker hose or deep root irrigator. This will help your plants recover from pruning and get hydrated for the winter. Some of my favorite spring flowers are bulbs that need to be planted in the fall. That includes tulips, crocuses, daffodils, hyacinths, irises, and more. The first step is to pick the right time. Once your evening temperatures are regularly in the 50s and you're about 6 to 8 weeks before the ground freezes for the winter, it's time to plant your spring bulbs. I'm going to mix up my native soil with 2 to 3 inches of garden soil from Lowe's to create a fertile bed for my bulbs. Then it's time to plant. I've got a ruler here to measure the depth we are going to plant these bulbs, or you can find a trowel with measurement marks on it. You want to plant your tulips and daffodils about 8 inches deep, your hyacinth bulbs about 6 inches deep, and your crocuses and irises about 3 to 4 inches deep. Bigger bulbs need a bit more space between the plants, while smaller bulbs can be a little closer together. Remember, pointed end up, flat side down. If you can't tell which side should be up, place the bulb on its side and it will grow in the correct direction. You can dig individual holes like I'm doing here, or if you're doing a lot of bulbs, you can remove the soil from an area, put your bulbs down, and then return that soil to cover all the bulbs at once. Either way, you'll need to cover your soil with mulch once your bulbs are all planted. Then it's time to wait. In the spring, your hard work will be rewarded with beautiful rows of spring flowers. If you want some beautiful blooms in your life now, you can use pots to plant some colorful fall flowers for your outdoor space. And since you have planted them in pots, you can bring them inside when the season turns colder. Fall is also a great time to plant trees and shrubs. You want to plant them about 6 weeks before the first hard frost. This will allow enough time for the plant's roots to become established before the winter sets in. To learn more, check out our video on planting a tree. There's plenty to do in spring to ensure your garden looks amazing. But doing this extra work in the fall can really help you set the stage for success. So get out there and get planting. And don't forget to subscribe for more helpful how-tos and gardening tips.